Right now only here on WHAS 11 News at 6. It's been a summer of national attention for Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. But for some of his Democratic colleagues right here in Kentucky and Frankfort, it's been a period of controversy. And with the number of seats controlled by Democrats in Frankfort now at record lows, WHAS 11 senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez found that some supporters are now sounding the alarm.
We can't trip ourselves up. We can't worry about Democrat or Republican.
But the reality is some voters are worried.
It's a numbers game. It's just like, watching the football game and watching the basketball game. Right now, Democrats are losing in terms of having the amount of power.
Outside of the anomaly that is Governor Andy Beshear's success as a Democrat in today's Kentucky, the influence of the party and its voters continues to dwindle.
We've got to have the policy behind it.
Casa Heron is a Louisville community organizer whose own sister, Keturah Heron, is a state lawmaker.
Democrats have to figure out how we leverage that popularity, that success that we have seen in the governor's mansion.
Democrats used to have real pull in Kentucky, but after the election of Donald Trump in 2016, they've become majorly outnumbered, and from a policy perspective, powerless.
If you had gone back 20 plus years ago and said to folks that, eventually Republicans in the state legislature in both houses are going to have the majorities that they have, people would have said, are you kidding? Now, can the same thing happen in Jefferson County? Well, we're certainly working on it very hard.
In recent weeks, we've seen sitting Democratic lawmakers hindered by controversy. One arrested for DUI, another at the center of a sexual harassment investigation, and a third pushing through a filing error to get her own name on the ballot, all potentially putting their seats at risk.
The legal issues that some of our elected officials are in just could be a sideshow and really get us off the focus.
I asked the governor if he's confident in the future of the party.
I think there are a lot of good candidates out there with good ideas.
Republican State Representative Jason Nemes says when it comes to Jefferson County seats up for grabs in November, the key for voters will be the issues.
The Kentucky Democrat Party and the National Democrat Party has gone crazy. Their issues are woke. They're very, very far left, and that's not where your average suburban Jefferson County resident is.
Oddly enough, that's where there is at least some agreement across parties, that the focus for Kentucky Democrats may need some revising. John Stovall is running for a House seat in southern Jefferson County.
We need to get back to the people and letting them know that we're going to ensure that they'll have a good job, they'll have health care, they'll have a pension, they'll have child care for their kids or their grandkids. And somehow along the line, we've lost all that.
So Isaiah, if the question, Democrats in question that you had in your story, the three that you talked about, if they were to lose their seats, what's left for the party now to recruit really even new candidates to run for office for the Democratic Party? How are they going to sell it?
Doug, that's the big question, because right now, Governor Andy Beshear, and this is what Democrats have told me, he's it when it comes to that success Democrats have had recently in such a red state. But once he leaves office in 2027, what's that next plan? Right now, they're trying to really push that common sense, common ground mindset, try to change up their messaging, their image. But right now, it is Governor Beshear that they're pushing forward and his support for these lawmakers.
And he's the biggest cheerleader out there right now.
He is, and he's trying to be.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Isaiah.